Supplemental Therapies, Les Gorski.
The music was loud, the beat was fast. The movements were slow. At my senior citizens aerobics class. Toastmasters, I'm a senior who likes to keep fit, and I believe that we need a combination of diet, exercise, and supplemental therapies to keep us strong and healthy as we get older. But choosing a supplemental therapy can be daunting. So I want to help you choose by telling you about two of my favourite therapies. I want to share with you some research I've done and compare the benefits. The first therapy is chocolate. It's been used for hundreds of years for pleasure, but only recently are we discovering the health benefits. It's a powerful antioxidant. It lowers cholesterol. It lowers blood pressure. And recently I read that it can protect our skin from sun damage. I double-checked. You actually eat the chocolate to get the protection. You don't rub it on. The second therapy is older than chocolate. It goes back to the days of Adam and Eve. And it too was originally used for pleasure. But recently we're discovering that it has health benefits similar to those of eating chocolate, with one additional benefit. It burns calories, just like my aerobics class, but better. I'm talking about love making. Young people call it sex. And I've read that it can burn, on average, up to 5 calories per minute. That's a whopping 4 calories a minute more than sitting on the couch watching television. But I'm not average. I'm a fit senior. So what calorie burn can I expect? Let's find out, shall we? Not that way. Okay, Google, open the online calorie calculator. There's a drop-down menu where you select the activity, sex. On one side of the screen, you enter your height, your weight, your age, no cheating. On the other side of the screen, you enter the intensity level, high, medium, low. I was still exhausted from my aerobics class. So I entered very low, press calculate, and guess what? Exactly the same result as sitting on the couch watching television. Disappointing results, but I continued my research. Okay, Google, compare the benefits of chocolate and sex. Now tip, if you're going to use those two words, chocolate and sex, in one sentence, you need to be very careful how you structure your request, because Google can get confused. And the images that pop up on the screen can be very explicit. Of course, I deleted those images, eventually, and continued. I found an article written by a psychologist, Dr. Kayla T. Daniel, PhD. She wrote about a study conducted by Cadbury's Chocolates in England. They surveyed over 2,500 women of various ages and concluded that 52% prefer chocolate to sex. Now, I don't dispute the results just because they've come from a chocolate manufacturer in England. But I was looking for data that was more specific, an older demographic and local. So I decided to conduct my own research. I went down to the Chadstone Shopping Centre in Melbourne one afternoon, into the Lindt Cafe, bought a big box of chocolates, took it out into the mall, and started to approach mature-age women. I explained that I was doing scientific research and offered them a free chocolate. 100% acceptance. Then, yes, I asked them if they'd like some free sex. Now, another tip. If any of you wish to replicate my research, probably best not to do it at Chadstone. Management there do not seem to support scientific research in their centre. And they marched me out of there before I could complete my studies. In retrospect, they probably did me a favour. I don't know how much more rejection I could have taken that afternoon. But I did walk away with a distinct impression that as a supplemental therapy amongst older people, sex was not going to take over from chocolate anytime soon. So why is that? Well, for a start, to get the maximum calorie burn from lovemaking, you probably need to do it with a partner. And not all seniors have a partner at home at a time that's convenient. You can guess where they're hiding, yeah? Down the club. With chocolate, that's not a problem. I actually prefer to eat chocolate alone. I don't have to share with anybody or please anybody. And what about choice, variety, availability? Well, supermarkets are open 24/7 these days, and there's a huge selection of chocolate. You can take home whichever you want, as much as you want, whenever you want. How does that compare with the current opportunities you have to enjoy the other therapy? Don't answer. So fellow seniors, and you young people who aspire to be seniors one day, has my research helped you choose? Which therapy do you prefer? Should you try the two together at the same time, like in those Google images that I deleted? While you each think about your own individual answers to these questions, I'm thinking back to the Woolworths supermarket around the corner. I dropped in there earlier to buy some chocolate and found there were quite a few women in aisle number 2 where the chocolates are browsing. I'm starting to wonder, have I overlooked an opportunity for some more scientific research? Toastmasters, please excuse me, but I need to get back to that supermarket. Congress Chair.